With a developing story from the nation's capital, where Nigeria's president-elect, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, returned to the country after more than 4 weeks in Europe. His aircraft touched down at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, at about 4:30 p.m. today. The president-elect, who traveled out of the country since the 21st of March, returned to give direction ahead of the 29th of May inauguration. The former governor of Lagos State returned with his wife, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, and they were received by the Vice President-elect, Kashim Shettima, Speaker, House of Representatives, Femi Gbadabiamila, and many other high-ranking party chieftains. The trip, according to Office of the President-elect, was to enable him rest and plan for transition program ahead of his inauguration as the 16th President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Earlier, before the arrival of the president-elect, our correspondent spoke to some APC members on what Nigerians should expect after the 29th of May inauguration.
To give me a welcome support, because for him to accept to contest as a president is a welcome development in our party APC. Winning is another thing, a step forward, 10 times, 100 times. That this is the person we want in this country, who can change so many things in this country. The man who is going to rebuild our hope, and our hope is on him. We are hoping that by the time he will be showing on 29th of May, things, a lot of the things are going to change. Youth will be happy, the old will be happy, and even Nigeria will be happy. This is the man we'll be waiting for. That's why we are here, to give you a welcome support, to say this is the man we wanted in this country. He's the man we've been waiting for, and that's why we are here.
And for the party, it's a new dawn. It's a new dawn for the party. It's a new dawn for Nigeria. And also, if you remember, this is the era for renewed hope. Now, he's a man, a president who has an action plan, a president who is actually ready, a president-elect who will be sworn in, inshallah, on the 29th of May 2023 as the executive president, the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And what we're saying is we have a man who's been prepared for over 30 years. We have a man who has a plan to take action. And we have a man who is ready to actually hit the ground running from day one. And we're quite glad. You can see the number of people here today. This is just probably a very small number of people compared to those who are waiting for him at the Unity Fountain, and also all over Nigeria. Nigerians, and let's also remember that Nigerians actually gave him that mandate freely in a credible and also an election that was actually free. And Nigerians just can't wait to have him as the president, being sworn in as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
In the meantime, the president-elect, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, has charged supporters who thronged his Asokoro residence to welcome him after his return to be calm and peaceful. Asiwaju Tinubu urged them to go back home to enable him rest, as he has a long day beginning tomorrow. Also present at his Abuja residence was former governor of Borno State, Alimodu Sharif, who spoke about the expectations of Nigerians for the incoming administration. Serving senators and some party chieftains were also present to welcome the president-elect.
That is very, very important. Don't isolate one date. No one date on the calendar doesn't mean anything. It's just an event.
People are already talking about your administration and what it will look like. Can you give us a glimpse into what you have in plan?
I can't. I've not consulted people yet. And administration, you said, is not run alone. You don't govern alone. You govern with people. You consult. Assemble, and then hit the ground running. And it's the same country, right? Isn't it? So,
thank you very much.
Yeah, okay.
So, what is important is that when you have a head that is correct, everybody will fall in line. If you don't get the right head, it will collapse.
So we are all ready to follow.
Yes.
I agree. The expectation is high.
Very high.
And
they want you to replicate what you did in Lagos. develop Nigeria. That's what they want.
I believe we can. We can win the war without losing the battle. Nigeria is for all of us. Now we have to build it, construct it, reform it.
Reconstruct it.
Well, joining us on the news is TVC News senior correspondent Femi Akonde. Femi, well, different speculations. Well, the president-elect was out of the country. Now he's back. Talk us through the significance of his return.
Well, Abosede, firstly, all of those speculations and rumors will be laid to rest for now, because a lot of people had some fabricated, some kind of fictitious stories about his state of health. Some have even given different reasons why he was out of the country. So the country has put all of that up to rest, and indeed, it has also set in motion plans ahead of the government, the administration that Asiwaju Bola Tinubu will form when he's sworn in as president. Even though he's not going to let anyone in on all of those plans, who will make his administration, the administration and all of that, he's not. He's keeping that very close to his chest. But one thing we know for sure, and like Asiwaju has always reiterated, is that from the first day in office, he's going to hit the ground running. We also know that his trip to France to rest was not just for resting. He also was strategizing. We know that during this his trip to France, his vacation in France, he also engaged with some critical stakeholders, not just within Nigeria, but indeed on the international scene. And while he was away, we also saw congratulatory messages from foreign governments. We saw that from the government of Turkey. We saw that from the government of Ukraine, even inviting him to visit as soon as he settles in to begin governance. So it also shows you the level of acceptability and how people, the global community, are eager to have Asiwaju come on board, and also how they hope to strengthen relations and diplomatic ties with Nigeria. Ambassador.
Huge crowd that thronged the president-elect residence to welcome him after that well-deserved rest. And something he mentioned in his interaction with some party faithful there: we can win the war without losing the battle. He's going into this very optimistic about what his administration would bring to the table. Talk to us about that.
Well, everyone that supported Asiwaju believed in what they say his administration will bring to the table, because they say his track record speaks for him. Looking at what he has achieved in Lagos as a two-time governor of Lagos, and even after he left office, he was still very active in the political scene. His influence has spread beyond Lagos, across the southwest, and even across the Niger. He has actively played a significant role in Nigeria's democracy since the return to democracy in 1999. And even the emergence of President Muhammadu Buhari, that's the APC government, the merger of political parties that formed the All Progressives Congress, and their eventual victory on the ballot, he is also credited to have significantly played a significant role in all of this. So everyone has saying that all of this track record will be brought to bear as soon as he's sworn in as president, and his skill as an administrator would also help ensure that he steers the affairs of the country in the right path. Ambassador.
Thank you very much, Femi, for that update for us from Abuja. Well, President-elect Asiwaju Bola Tinubu is set to be ready for the task ahead in fulfilling his renewed hope promise to Nigerians. This assurance came from some of the chieftains of the All Progressives Congress who followed the president-elect from the presidential wing of the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja to his residence in Asokoro after his arrival from France. Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, who spent 35 days in Paris on vacation after a rigorous presidential campaign, also used the trip to consult with some Nigerians in the diaspora as well as hold some strategic meetings that will foster the success of his administration as the 16th President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. A member House of Representatives, Honorable James Faleke, said the President-elect deserves the overwhelming welcome from the airport to the House and is back refreshed and ready to start the work of renewing the hopes of Nigerians after the 29th of May inauguration.
We're happy to see him and be very, very refreshed, ready to actualize the renewed hope which we used in campaign. For me, I think that the President-elect had time, so of course, to think over all the issues that we raised during the campaign and all the issues that are germane to Nigerians for the survival of this country.
It's a known fact that Asiwaju is the most popular politician in the whole of Nigeria. This is just what you can expect anytime Asiwaju is going anywhere. The natives of Nigeria are in tune with him. He's been in politics. He has served well.